How's everyone doing today? Sharise Johnson Moore here. Hi, I'm back. I'm back. How is everyone doing today? All right. Okay, Sharise Johnson Moore here. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to day 11. Day 11 of the 30 days of visibility. I am your publishing consultant and visibility coach, and I am Sharise N. Johnson Moore, owner of Sharise Johnson Moore LLC. And today we're talking about a strategy that will save you some time, baby. Save you some time, save you some energy and your sanity. Okay, I want to just put that out there. Okay. It is batching and scheduling. That is what we are talking about this morning, batching and scheduling. So we want to really, because I'm going to tell you how important this one is, right? Because if you are a solopreneur, that means someone that is in entrepreneurship, starting off by themselves with no staff. Okay, no team, no staff, no virtual assistant, no executive assistant, no in team, graphic art designer that's in house, a secretary that does all the back end work for you, with possibly setting up all the back end behind the scenes stuff, like maybe putting a program together for you, setting up the Zoom room for you. This is for you. This is for you. Now, I know that I struggled with this. I really struggled with this as an entrepreneur when I first started my business, right? I was really struggling, right? But I had to have an understanding of I need to set a day aside so I can get certain things done. If I wanted to go live, if I wanted to send out my emails, if I had time to compose them, send them out. If a guest was to be on my show, I had to learn how to sit down and do my batching and scheduling. Okay. So, if you've been struggling to stay consistent because life is busy and life be life, okay? Responsibilities are heavy and your time is limited. Today is your breakthrough, baby. Today is your breakthrough. Okay? I would just want to let you know, that some of these things I'm about to hit you with, that they must be done. Okay? Let's get into the power of batching and why it is the busy entrepreneur's secret weapon, right? It is our secret weapon. Okay. First, what is content batching? You may say, what was that? What's that? It is batching is when you create multiple pieces of content in one session. Okay. Prime example. Okay. So, prime example with that one would be when I compose my newsletter. And then I compose my podcast episode. Okay. If you have been paying attention to me, I normally would turn around, put the newsletter together, and then turn around and then do the podcast episode and release them on the same day. Okay. And that is that is a form of content batching, Okay, so say you want to put out say you just released a book. Say you just released, you have a book coming out. And you want to start with your emails, and then you may finish with your email content. That means, okay, I got an email coming out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, to remind people, look, my book is coming out. It's coming soon. The coming soon emails, that's what they call them. Coming soon. I just want to let you know they're coming soon. And then you can say, okay, now I got the pre-order phase. Okay. That is something. And you also may want to do the graphics. The graphics for the graphics and the social media posts at the same time. Okay. It would be very important to put the email out at the same time you're putting out your social media post about it's coming out. So you got to put out the email, you put out the social media post, and that's batch together. Though on those days they're done at the same time. The email go out at the same time as the social media. Everything is on a timer. It's on a timer. Okay, it is put out on time at a certain time. Okay. When you batch your multiple pieces of content in one session, it reduces the time you waste starting and stopping. Okay, when you put out your content batching, it reduces the time you waste, starting and stopping. Okay, so I've learned this one because I learned this one the hard way, because I realized, okay, I'm putting this out every day, right? And what I would do, I would put out the notifications on social media and set the page up at the same time for this content here, this live broadcast. I will put out the social media content and set this page up at the same time and all in one sitting. I would not get up. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and just create this page on my Riverside, create this live on Riverside. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go do something else. Because if you stop, sometimes you forget you got to do something else along with it. If you are crunched for time, do one thing at a time. I always get up in the morning and create my live broadcast in my Riverside, set the time up. I have everything. I use my ChatGPT for the YouTube description, and I also make my flyers. I always make my banners, my thumbnail to this the day before. Okay, always set these rooms up the day before. Then when I come in, all I gotta do is sit down. After I finish a video, I work on the next day. Okay, I work on the next day. And the social media are already, I do them, I do the social media at the same time when I set up this room. Okay. It helps you to get in creative flow so you produce faster and better. Okay. So I sit down, and I know it might be time consuming, but it is something that must be done if you want it done, unless you're going to pay an outside source to do all the work. Okay. So batching, sit down one day, maybe like on a Saturday or and a Saturday or Sunday to do your batch content for the following week. Okay. 1 hour of focused batching can equal a whole week of content. It depends. I'm going to say this. It depends on how much content you want to put out in that week. See, I have to have this is real. This here is consuming it has a consumption of maybe 3 hours for me to do. Just it consists of me sitting for a long period of time just to create this room, just to create the live on Riverside. Then I create the I go in, I find, okay, this is how I do it. This is how I do. I go into Canva, create my thumbnails, create my Instagram, my Instagram flyer. Okay. Then I go to ChatGPT and then create, put the topic in, it give me the information. Okay. It give me the information. I put it all in one sentence. I put it all in one. This is what I put in. Write a script, comma, intro, backslash, outro, and 5 points. Break down these 5 points. YouTube description, hashtag and tags, and social media posts for all platforms for day 11 batching and scheduling. The busy entrepreneur's secret weapon. Include how the audience can donate. All of that is brought to me on ChatGPT. I don't have to keep going back and forth, you know. When you use ChatGPT, I'm gonna give you this one. Put all the information you need for that one event. Even your emails, even your sequence emails, your what you're gonna do that week, your programs. ChatGPT is very useful if you learn how to use it. Okay, so then I do that. Then I post. I will create. Then I'll go and create this room, Riverside, on Riverside app. I'll put in my title. I put in the date. I put in the time. I put in the description for the YouTube description. I will go and then I will set the page. Set the page. Put my thumbnail. They always ask you for a thumbnail. I set the thumbnail. Then I click on I'm having a live broadcast. Ask me that, and then I create the session. Okay. Then by my YouTube being connected to Riverside, it'll automatically post that. It'll automatically post and show you on my YouTube page that this day was set for 10 o'clock a.m. Okay. That's how I do that. Then I will go into my social media platforms and post the thumbnail and all the information. I will go to YouTube and take the link that they have already set the page to, take that link and put it in the social media post so everyone can come in and view this live, or they can go back and listen to the replay. Okay, you can always watch the replay. I don't delete my videos. So you can go and sometimes you take notes. I've done videos like that before where I've taken classes. I've, watched people videos with teaching, and I sat and I could take my time and pause, write my notes, things like that. That is really, that is good for your YouTube channel. When a person, they can't watch the whole video. They can't watch the whole video. So they gotta watch it in pieces. So each time they click on your video, you are getting credit for them watching the video. Think of it. I'm just giving you some things to think about. Okay. So that is how I produce this segment and my social media posts. I post on all my social media platforms. I got 2 Facebook pages. I have LinkedIn. I have Twitter. I have TikTok. I have YouTube. I have what else? Fan base. I have I have a fan base. I'm on majority like almost 2 Facebooks, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter, Lemonade, and fan base. I'm almost 7 apps. Okay. And YouTube, that make 8. Okay. So and I post across all my apps. Okay. So yes, it can be time consuming, but it's worth it. Okay. Because people don't have to guess about where you're going to be when you already get them heads up when it's time for a program or something that you're doing. Okay. And this is almost, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this in the most gentlest of ways. If you're going to do something, don't wait till last minute to post. Because people got other things to do. Okay. If you know you pick the date like 2-3 weeks ahead of, 2-3 weeks down the road that you're going to do something, start posting about it soon as you set it up. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Why scheduling content saves your sanity? When you schedule posts, your social media works for you, even when you're offline. Okay. No more posting in a rush or forgetting to show up. Okay. Oh, you'd be like, oh God, I forgot. That used to happen to me a lot. Oh, I wanted to really do this, but I didn't make a post. I didn't do anything. And then if you don't post, ain't nobody gonna know that you're doing anything. Okay. Okay. And when you schedule it, you can go into majority of these apps that you're using, and you can pre-schedule your posts. Okay. You can do it on Facebook. You can do it on Instagram. You can do it on TikTok. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on, I think you can do it on Twitter. Twitter, LinkedIn. You can do it on LinkedIn. You can schedule your posts on these social media apps. Okay. So it removes the stress. It removes the stress of what do I post today? Okay. That is the purpose of you possibly using ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT, if you put in the topics that you want to talk about that day on your social media platform, it will compose it for you. You just have to, word it and give the right links. Get. We'll talk about ChatGPT another time, but that is the thing about ChatGPT. It will write you up whatever you put in the prompt. Okay. Make sure you got the date, make sure you got time, and things like that, right? So scheduling protects your peace and keeps you on brand, keeps your brand consistent. Okay. I post every day. I'm posting about this every day, every day, 30 days. So if like I said, if I miss a day, I can always go in, make one video on my phone in the video, on your phone through the camera, and distribute it to the other apps that that people are supporting you on, and letting them know of the change that is going on. Okay. So make one video if you're going to reschedule, and do it on your phone and distribute it to your social media apps so people will know what the change is. Okay. And if you know you're going to change your mind, let them know. Let them know ahead of time, so they be like, okay, well, she's not going to be on today. She's going to be on tomorrow. Number 3, the tools you need for batching and scheduling. Okay. Tools you need for batching and scheduling. I use Canva. I use Facebook, Instagram. I use YouTube. I use ChatGPT for helping me with my word copy. I use Riverside to the back end set up my page before it's live. You can use all your apps like that. You can set them up, Facebook. And then they have some other apps like Later, or Canva Scheduler, or Metro Cool. You can also use your Facebook, Instagram Creator Studio, and the YouTube Schedule Publishing. You can go in and pre-schedule. You can schedule your posts on your YouTube channel, like I do. These tools help you automate your posting so you can focus on serving, teaching, and creating impact. Okay. Yeah. Cause I'm always scheduling something. So I always put a time. I always put a time. If I'm going to be doing something later on down the road, I will do a time. I will do the time. Number 4, how to batch like a pro, step by step. Of course, you want to pick your theme for the week based on your content pillars. And we talked about that in the last video, the content pillars. Write all captions in one setting. Write all captions in one setting. Write your word copy in one setting. Okay? Record multiple videos in one session. You could do that. You know, if I really wanted to sit down and batch these videos all at one time, I would have done that last month for the whole 30 days. I would have, like I've seen creators do that, where they got like 20 videos they want to create, and they'll record them 20 videos, and then they'll turn around and have them pre-programmed to run on a certain day at a certain time at a certain, they have it pre-programmed. You can also record videos in one session. Okay. Create your graphics and templates at the same time. Create them. I'll say this. I learned this from my coach I had. She taught us that before you announce an event, create all your back end first. Before you tell anybody about an event, a live, what you're doing, create the back end stuff first. Create your emails, your email sequence. Create your flyers, your thumbnails, your, what you're going to have, what you're going to talk about, things like that. Create all of those graphic and templates before you tell anybody. Okay? I know, we as entrepreneurs, we get excited, we tell people and things, and then if you create it ahead of time, if things change, you can go into your graphic and templates and tell them the date has changed, time has changed. You have ample time to give people a heads up. But please create your graphics and your templates ahead of time. Okay? Create your word copy ahead of time. Do not wait the day before, 2-3 days before. Don't wait until the time is sitting on top of you to create this stuff. Do not do that, because you put more pressure on yourself. You're putting more pressure on yourself. Make time. Like I'll give you this example. I have a guest for Entrepreneur Corners, my show Entrepreneur Corners, on the 19th of December. I've already created her word copy, her graphics for the interview, her audio clip for the advertising on the podcast, and her audiogram, things of that nature. And I've created all that before. I will tell anybody she's coming on the show. Okay? I've also put that inside my newsletter. I've also put that inside of, the podcast episode that she's going to be appearing, and create all the back end things that need to be done before you say anything about any thing that you're doing ahead of time. I mean, make sure all your ducks in a row first, because things can change on you in the twinkling of an eye, and you got to be ready for the change, for the pivot. Upload and schedule everything for the week. This turns chaos into clarity. Okay? Number 5. Why batching helps you stay consistent long term? It prevents burnout. Because we have so many things to do as entrepreneurs, and sometimes we try to put too much stuff on our plates. Okay? we sitting at our table. We sitting at our table, right? We sitting at our table, and we have bookkeeping to do. You have to, doing with the money, the budget. That's on your plate. Then say you got a show that you produce. You got to do the back end of the show and possibly have somebody create your graphics for you for what you need. Okay. And you have to make videos. You have to make the videos. That's another thing that you have on your plate. And then, it's say, you have this thing that you want to do. Now you got to set up all that stuff. You have to set up all the back end before you release it. That is time consuming. It can eat up your time and can tire you out, especially if you're doing it by yourself. So I suggest that you take out one day. I take out Saturday to create my newsletter and the audio newsletter. I do that. I send that out on Monday. Okay, on Monday morning at 6:00 in the morning. Now sometimes, you may not feel like you may not feel like doing a lot of these things, but they are necessary. And it's time, and like I said, it prevents burnout when you sit down for a whole day or a day and get it done. And it keeps your audience engaged. It keeps your audience engaged, whether it's posts, whether it's flyers, whether it's you're going to be on this interview, you're going to be on this show, you're creating your own discussion group, you're starting your own private group. Keep everything in order the way you that you want it, and put it in a certain time frame. Okay, now this month I'll give you this one. In this month, I decided to do 30 days of visibility. So the one product that I am promoting is the one-on-one visibility coaching session. That goes along, that fits with what I'm talking about. Okay. So you keep your audience engaged. It gives you more time to focus on your business, family, ministry, or other opportunities. And I tell all my entrepreneur friends, sometimes ain't nothing wrong with saying no. Okay, nothing wrong with saying no to stuff. Okay, because everything that's thrown at us ain't for us. Everything that's presented to us is not for us to do. And we have to learn that consistency builds trust. Consistency builds trust, and batching makes consistency possible. Okay? Consistency builds trust, and batching makes consistency possible. Okay? The secret isn't doing more, it's planning smarter. You have to start planning the things that you do. Plan them. It's good when we come up with an idea for something, but put that in a time sequence. Okay, well, I want to do this on this day. Oh, that's 2 weeks from now. Okay, now let me work on something each day that builds up for that first week. And then the week before, you can do all the advertising. Planning. Plan out. Okay, well, I'm going to work on the flyers this day. I'm going to work on the emails this day. I'm going to work on the videos this day. I'm going to work on this. Work on putting everything together. If I'm going to do it live, if it's going to be pre-recorded, if it's going to be something where I'm going to sell that, like I did for Publish Now What? The Publish Now What webinar I put on. I had to put all that sequence in order. And I had to, keep everybody posted about what was going on, what day we doing, what we talk about this day. That's how I like to keep my audience informed. I put all the information in the email, okay, that I send out once a week of what I'm doing in my business, so they know what's going on. They know what's happening. Okay, so let's review these again. what is content batching? Batching is when you create multiple pieces of content in one session. Okay. Then it says, number 2, why scheduling content saves your sanity. Okay. When you schedule posts, your social media works for you, even when you're offline. When you sleep, other people might be scrolling on social media and they see what you do. Oh, okay. All right. You know, number 3, the tools you need for batching and scheduling. Okay. You may use Canva. You may use your social media platform, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Schedule them. Schedule your events on those platforms. Okay. Number 4, how to batch like a pro. Take it one step at a time. One step at a time. Pick the theme, write the captions, record multiple videos, create the graphics templates at the same time, and upload and schedule everything for the week. Okay? That will keep you from being overwhelmed. And this is the joy of this is another thing I have found out about when you schedule or you may pre-record your video. It frees up your time where you don't have to sit in front of your camera if it's already pre-recorded. You can go take a nap and the video will play if you set it up that way. Okay? Why batching helps you stay consistent long term. Okay? Prevents the burnout, keeps the audience engaged, gives you time to focus on more opportunities and family, ministry, and other opportunities that come your way. And consistency, it builds trust, and batching makes consistency possible. Okay? So I hope that you really receive these 5 tips today. And I'm glad you came in. And I am so glad too. We are on day 11, batching and scheduling, the busy entrepreneur's secret weapon. Okay. And I wanted to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a part of the program. And I greatly appreciate you. Now, so this is what we didn't get ready to do. This is what we getting ready to do. We got a visibility strategy for you. Come on, this what we fitting to do. I got a visibility strategy for you. Come on. All right. So if you need help with your visibility, please get in contact with me. Do not be shy. I have also put this in the chat. I have put this in the chat. One-on-one visibility coaching session. Okay. It is so important that you take out the time to get it together, because all this willy-nilly on the beach stuff is not working. Okay, all willy-nilly, nothing planned, everything is spontaneous. I used to be like that, and I was not making no money like that, to be honest. When I was all willy-nilly, didn't plan nothing, didn't put nothing together, just throw some on the wall, see if it stuck. That did not work. Now, I went to a class. To find out how to do marketing and advertising, and how to launch my product successfully. Okay. And you do not know how to do something in your business, go learn it, please. Please go take a class. Okay. Go take a class. There's nothing wrong with going back to school. Okay. I also want to let you know that I am available for a one-on-one free meeting. You only get this one time only. Free meeting, okay? Free meeting to come talk, sit down, and let's talk about your business and what your business needs, okay? As far as publishing and visibility is concerned, okay? Far as publishing and visibility are concerned. Okay. I wanted to let you know that I have 5 spots left for the one-on-one free meeting. It's called a free meeting. And we sit down and you tell me what your business does, and I tell you how my business can help you. And then we move on to whether you need the one-on-one visibility coaching session, or you need something totally different. Okay. I want to get to know you as an entrepreneur first before I jump in and saying, well, you need this. I want to really get to know people. I want to really get to know you as an entrepreneur, what you do. And then I will, I'll tell you how my business can benefit you. Okay. All right. I greatly appreciate everyone coming in today. If you like this program, can you support? Can you donate? Oh, can you support? Can you donate? Oh, okay. You can do these in a time sequence of supporting or donating to this broadcast through Cash App, PayPal, or Stripe. Okay, I would greatly appreciate if you would support the broadcast because all of you or what you do helps us bring this to you. Okay, this wraps up day 11 of 30 days of visibility. Your assignment is choose one day this week to batch your content and schedule at least 3 to 5 posts. Assignment for this week. Choose one day this week to batch your content and to schedule at least 3 to 5 posts. Okay. And if this series has been blessing you or helping you grow in your visibility journey, you can support this platform. Your donations help me to show up every day to teach, encourage, and to pour into your journey. Okay. You can support or donate through Cash App. You can do it through Cash App, PayPal, or Stripe. Okay. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for sewing, and thank you for showing up for you. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow for day 12. Stay visible and stay. Don't give up. Don't give up on what you have going on. Don't give up because it is a divine assignment from the Lord and you want to be obedient. Stay obedient. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye, babies.